hard grass, native grass, deep-rooted and strong. The Great Plains billows and gathers itself into gentle hills cut through with creeks and streams. Ancient volcanic sills hint at this land's violent birth and the rich soils beneath its surface. Mountains ring this lush basin and nourish it with countless cascading streams, running swift with melted snow. And everywhere the grass grows. Here on the eastern slope of the Highwood Mountains, the historic Strand Ranch spreads across what is arguably some of the finest grassland in central Montana. 30,654 contiguous acres in all. It is rare to find such a large holding. Rarer still to find one that has been so well conserved. For 75 years, the Strand family has stewarded this land and grown its value. The result is an exceptional working ranch with tremendous water and grass resources that support cattle and big game alike. Strand Ranch is located about 60 miles east of Great Falls and 50 miles west of Lewistown in Choteau and Judith Basin counties. Geyser, a small farming community named for its historic mud springs, is about 16 miles south of the ranch, while Geraldine is 16 miles to the north. The Geyser-Geraldine Road provides year-round access to ranch headquarters. The Great Falls International Airport has direct flights daily to Denver, Phoenix, and other hubs. Lewistown Municipal Airport houses a solid FBO and accommodates regional private jet series aircraft. The Lewis and Clark National Forest borders the ranch to the west. Round Butte, the iconic and singular peak that so mesmerized Charles Russell, rises dramatically from the rolling plains at the center of the ranch. On the northeast border of the ranch, Square Butte, another favorite Russell subject, punctuates the horizon. The peaks stand as reminders today of the rich history of this region, from the Native Americans and Lewis and Clark to the earliest Montana settlers and 19th century sheep rancher Henry McDonald. Strand Ranch traces its roots to McDonald's holdings, acquired in 1887 by the famed L&M Ranch Company, and then by the legendary Ollie Osnes, a Norwegian sailor who, it is said, amassed more than 23,000 acres without borrowing a dime. Oswald Strand and his sons bought the land from Osnes Cattle Company in 1944. Leroy Strand operated the ranch until his death in 2016 at the age of 97. Leroy Strand lived modestly and focused exclusively on conserving and improving its natural assets, knowing, as all good ranchers know, that water and grass are everything. Cottonwood Creek twists and turns through the heart of the ranch, providing water for irrigated hay meadows along its banks. 5 more streams flow through the ranch, which, along with seeps, springs, and ponds, water the summer pastures. There is so much fresh water, in fact, that in most pastures, clean, clear sources are no more than a half-mile apart. With plentiful water throughout the ranch, cattle can be rotated easily from pasture to pasture to prevent overgrazing. The ranch has more than 1,000 acres of irrigated meadows and sub-irrigated bottomland. 600 acres of irrigated hay meadows can produce up to 2 tons of grass hay per acre from 1 cutting per season, enough to support the current herd through a typical winter. The ranch currently runs about 1,100 mother cows. Cattle graze the foothills of the Highwoods in the summer and winter in the protected coulees and draws on the east side of the ranch. Working corrals, 2 calving sheds, a Fairbanks Moore scale, and silencer chute support an efficient cattle handling operation. The ranch manager's home and staff housing are located at the headquarters compound, along with barns, shops, and storage buildings. This is elk country, and Strand Ranch is no exception. Resident elk grow large and healthy here, finding cover on the timbered slopes and forage in the lush riparian bottomlands and hay meadows. In September, the air rings with the bugling of the bulls, and later, on the heels of the first snow, the elk population swells with migratory animals coming down from the Highwood Mountains. Deer and antelope abound throughout the ranch. Round Butte is home to about 36 native mountain goats. And then there are the upland game birds: magnificent Hungarian partridge, ring-necked pheasant, and sharp-tailed grouse. The Strand family deliberately kept their footprint small while growing the ranch large in all the best ways. The result is a place out of time where operations are lean and cattle are fat, creeks run clean, and native grasses wave in the wind.